of the actual mod. So we just moved it to the side where it was a little bit less intrusive.
I like that whole kind of thing. I've got a Baphomet.
So we just moved it to the side where it was a little bit less intrusive.
I like
we
that.
are back. We're live.
We're back on the same
So
one.
we just
Hey,
we're on about
we're back. So fuck this one off.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Good evening again, everybody. Sorry about that. Irish internet.
You know what? I'm gonna have to fucking see this fancy shit I'm doing where I'm splitting up screens and I have fucking 8 fucking overlays coming in and 8 separate zooms coming in. I'm gonna have to scrap that. I think I'm just fucking overloading the whole thing.
Can your computer handle it?
Right.
If it works, potato-powered internet.
If it works on Simon's computer, mate, there's no reason why it shouldn't work on your monster.
Yeah, maybe I'll try Streamlabs or something else next week. We'll see. This is
second time.
This can't fucking keep happening.
No.
Last week was fine. The week before, the same shit happened. Anyway, we're back live. How many? I have no idea how many viewers we have. One sec.
15.
50.
Right, some of the guys are coming back in. Right, so what we will do is now, as normal, we will start a buffet. So we're going to start showing off the fancy shit we're vaping on. Who wants to go first, shout?
Yeah.
Go for it, Hanky.
Right, I am on. What was it? I'm on the Regenesis. It is green. This green screen don't do any justice. Yeah, it is green.
You can't see that. Yeah,
no, but it's really nice. I'll show you.
You're buffering.
Yeah. It's good. Right, I am on the trusty Lux X's, which is my everyday go-to vape. I am also on the Overkill with their fancy panels as well, and I have got a 0.25 in there this time, John. Not a 0.15.
Yes, not a 0.15. Jesus
I
Christ,
know.
Hanky, you're going to blow your face off.
Saved it. That's all I could do.
I fucking saved your life last night.
I know you did.
Ticking fucking time bomb.
And I'm on my what was that? I keep forgetting it. What's it called?
Topside.
Oh, Jules Topside, sorry, with the Dead Rabbit Max. I'm also on my Philema with the reduction tank. And this green screen's crap, innit? And I'm on several juices. I'm on my battered
Rage,
thank you. Nick, love you. I've got a coffee. I've got several juices. I am on banana foam.
Rage.
And I am on some strawberry cheesecake. There you go. That's mine. And I'm going to pass it straight over to that lovely, gorgeous Gary.
I'm going to disappoint you after that fucking array you've got. I've got a wee X-Limit, so 20 milligram blueberry pomegranate and the regen. Nothing fucking exciting. Nothing exciting. The regen's beautiful, but I've not got an array of fucking shit to go through.
I thought you were about to tell me no coils or cotton in it for a minute.
You let us down.
You're showing me right up here, mate. You can't go from 8 devices to fucking 2. That's outrageous.
Hey, I went first because I think I got the fewest, but here we go. Who do you want to pass it over to?
Right, well, let's knock over. Who's next?
Who's next, guys?
I'll go if you want.
Go for it.
I'm on all lipos tonight because John sent me some coils to try out, and they're fucking amazing. The series stapled, series. What are they again?
They're just one of my 17 variations I have on the propercoils.com website. Just to
you make
where we do Boro coils and series coils and Mouchelon coils and Cantor and Necrom and
series fused
anything
Clapsons
to tailor to your taste.
And series staple fused Clapsons, and they're fucking spicy as fuck.
Yeah, they're the spicy ones. Yeah.
I've got the Last Dance lipo with the Voltro RDA in there. Undisclosed liquid in that one that we've just got today. Got the another Steampugs lipo with the Asgard with the glass cap, with the same liquid in that, but a different variation of it. Got a Stabwood lipo with the Armageddon. That's the third variation of that same liquid. Steampugs lipo with the Asgard on. I've got Serendipity Golden Sunset, which has just gone flying across the room. I've got the Deadman's and Seraphim with the 30mm Valkyrie in that. Undisclosed liquid in that also. And in honour of our guest tonight, I've got the Baphomet, which I know it's like the old Deathwish. It's not really you guys, but I still love that thing. And in that, I've got my White Rabbit. That's it. And I've got the fucking hell, what do you call it? Vicious Night with the Arbiter on it. And I'll pass that over to Graham.
Okay, I'm on the Quad 21 with the Asmodus barrage on top, and in that I've got my Country Fudge.
Cum
Come
fudge.
fudge.
Cum fudge.
Country Fudge, not Cum Fudge. And I'll pass it. That's it. That's all I'm on. I'll pass it over to Nick.
Lost Lake Valima Quest with the Hazard on top. In there, I got some Speculate. Orange Stubby with the Ether. In there, I've got some undisclosed liquid, not the same as what Pugs has got. G-Class V2 with the best RTA in the world right now on top. And there, some Vanilla Sky.
And what's the name of that best RTA in the world right now?
The Voltro 25mm V3. Yeah, and I'm on
Where's mine?
States, White England, IPA.
There it is.
I will pass it over to Matthew.
Right, thank you, Nicholas.
Okay.
Right, okay. We've got SVB billet box. In that is the Mob Mini with some... What's in there? Some shitty popcorn custard from the Dwarf. It's all right, though. Vapor's Cloud Rule Breaker with the Valhalla on top Deathwish edition.
Yay!
In that, Serendipity Sweet Nirvana. Vapor's Cloud, I can never remember the name of it. Pugs.
It's Saga.
Saga Mini with the Ripsaw on top. And in that one, we've got some strawberry and banana from Fruit Monster. That's really good.
Not a straw nana for ages.
That's really good, that one. And we've got the Regenesis.
Yay!
Really nice bit of kit, that.
I love the graphics of that.
They are. They are really, really nice.
I like it.
So do I.
Some
Yeah.
Solstice New Moon. Sorry, I've got a few tonight.
What
We've
coils
got
you got in
the
that, Matt?
Coils. Coilology.
In your
Best coils ever.
Fucking go suck a dick.
Kick him off. Kick him off.
P25
Sack him, Jam. Sack him.
I'm fucking telling you.
with some JMA maple pecan ice cream. Sorry, butter pecan ice cream. What else we got? Half S with a Haku Venner. And in that, we've got some of Graham's donut, which he doesn't make anymore, which is annoying.
Graham's donut.
I've still got
G-Class
shit left in there.
V2 with the Fatality M30. And in that, we've got some Alpha Vape Sweet Tooth, which is a creamy vanilla cookie with graham cracker.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Really, really nice. And a couple of Caliburns as always. And drinking some Hophead. And that's me. So I'll pass that over to Ams.
I'm a simple man. I've got a G-Class V2 with a Next Mesh Pro. In that, I've got Anarchist White.
Oh, that's nice, that is.
Yeah, it's similar to the one that you've just mentioned. That sounds the same.
What's the flavour profile in that?
It's basically s'mores with Grimm's crackers.
Mm.
It's really creamy.
similar.
That's a proper s'mores.
It's a coil killer as well, that one.
To be honest, on the sub home, I'm getting about 9 days.
That's not
Full of marshmallow, so it'll be full of sweetener.
Yeah, it's really nice, really sweet, and that's probably why I like it.
Yeah.
And sadly, I'm on an elf bar.
Oh dear.
We're gonna have to vet these guests. We're really gonna-
Can we not edit this show before it goes?
Mesh,
yeah.
Mesh,
don't worry.
L4, Coilology.
You can always get a sneaky.
I'll bring things back to.
Oh, I've been through the gamut. I just like a nice pod with something tasty and 20 milligram. I just like consistency. I'm a creature of habit. I have like 5 juices.
It does have its place, hence there's always a couple of Caliburns around, always with 20 milligram salts in them.
Having worked at Vaporony as well, I'm pretty convinced everyone that uses a mech also has a pod in their pocket somewhere. There's really an exception to that. Everyone's always got 20 milligram or 10 milligram tucked away.
In the shirt pocket all the time, every day, everywhere I go.
Every so often you see a shameful mech head roll in with a couple disposables and just not at the order, walk out the door.
It's really bad when a coil builder has a fucking
yeah, there you go.
That's only because you want to be Nick Design.
Don't worry. That's only emergencies.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's got a wee 20 milligram kicking about, I think.
Yeah.
I think you got it.
Who's left? Just myself, is it? Or-
Yeah, just you.
Yeah.
I believe so.
All right. The Sea Bottle Light Monarchy Edition with the ESG Skynet RBA. In that I have some. In that I have. I better say me fucking coils and chill the fuck. I have a Nichrome. I have a Nichrome 0.85 mounted on Clapton on that, and in that, the first time I tried this, it's classic wanted sweet tobacco. Fucking my eyesight's gone the fuck. Tobacco, toffee, and what the fuck is that?
That'll do.
Tobacco and toffee.
That'll do.
It's really nice. There you go. I have the Boxmod Mafia Bora Mod, and in that Stash Box, sorry, and in that I have the Dope, and in that I have the newly released, well, they're out a few weeks now, the Boro Stagger Fuse Claptons come out at 0.4 and they're good around 30 watts. And in that I have some Nom Noms Banana Medley, a bit of Deathwish old school shit, so the Death Trap RDA, and that's on the custom Proper Coils Overkill Mod series
You
box.
got a drip tip on that?
Have I got, yeah, it's like a fucking low profile shit. Clear one.
Jesus.
Yeah.
A lip tip?
Yeah. And
Put a whole thing in
I
his
have
mouth.
I just have a big fat series coil, single coil in that, and I'm on some lovely White Rabbit from the lovely
Oh.
Steampugs.
Hey,
Get the
Look at that
logo in
colour.
there. Get the logo.
look
in
at
there.
that colour.
Yeah,
Also great for polishing your coffee table.
as dark as Hanky's soul. See that?
Oh, thank you.
And Nevans was absolutely correct. The best fucking RTA I've used in the last 3 years.
Des,
The
very good.
Voltrove 25 V3. In that I have some 0.25 fuse Claptons coming out of 0.0. Mind your business. And in that I'm trying some Midas from Zeus Juice, which I've only bought today.
Those Jones.
And that's like
How
butter-
are you finding that?
that's a butterscotch custard. I literally only put it in just before the show started, so I can't give you my opinion on that. But it's probably going to be a horrible custard and too sweet, I'd imagine. That is. Oh yeah, and I'm drinking some Moretti.
Right, sorry, can I just
Yeah.
put in and just
There
say
you
to Matt, do your ears burn at all throughout the day, Matt? Because I forgot
Have you
to
been
show it.
masturbating over me again?
No, I forgot to show it. I've been on this every day, mostly every hour since you sent it me, the little Pioneer. And I'm wondering if your ears burn, because I'm like that going, Matt, oh. Do they burn?
Yeah, no, thankfully.
I'm
He,
doing it wrong
rub,
then.
he rubs the tip across his lips like this while he does it.
No, I love it, Matt. Absolutely love it. Thank you.
I was going to send him a tip with it, actually, and I wasn't going to clean it.
Oh, don't. Oh, dear.
No, it's good RBA, that one.
It's absolutely
It is
brilliant.
good.
Smack
And
on.
bang for butt-wise, you can't really beat it.
Was that even in your buffet, Hanky?
No, it wasn't. It was right in front of me, ready to go on the buffet. I forgot about it. It's
Oh,
right here.
right.
Yeah, I forgot. And also, I'm loving the new bloke behind me. Oh, look at him. Oh, I just want
Beautiful, mate.
next time we go toilet, we're going together.
Listen, I'm not going anywhere at Expo alone.
Good.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
not. I'm
don't do that.
I'm
Yeah.
gunning for you. Just watch your ass.
Hanky is
And-
known for
I'm
just
not going
randomly
anymore, mate.
sniffing people at Expo.
Yeah, I do. I met somebody and I went up to his mate and I went behind him and went, quite a big guy, but he just laughed. He smelled nice though. It won't be the wind coming through, it'll be me.
You
I
always
been
have to have
thinking
one
this
on the
week I
panel.
might
don't you?
suddenly have a prior engagement on the 13th of May.
You're suddenly busy.
Suddenly busy.
I'm coming to the hotel of the evening, don't you worry.
I'll be checking under a false name. That's a good bit of warning advice
I
there,
would.
mate. Have to move like fucking Joe Biden now. Oops, sorry. I don't know if I should be
Hanky's
swearing.
got more
Apologies.
restraining orders than his agents and wives.
Yeah, I need a straight jacket, don't I? But, no, it's
I mean,
good
you
for
can make
laugh.
sure. Is Expo within 100 meters?
You know when I'm coming anyway. I scream. I
Yeah,
squeal
it
like
makes a fat load of noise.
No, good, great to have you both on, both of you.
Right, guys. We'll. I can't remember where we cut off and where we started again. So, We're going to go. Tell us about the whole Deathwish takeover and what you are planning to do with it. As much as you're allowed to tell us what you are planning to do with it.
where it came from, how it came about.
Oh, that's one for Big Man for sure.
So what happened was we wanted to bring out our own RDA as Vaporony. And that was always on our minds for a little while. And then we watched the Max's live when he was actually announcing that he was closing down. Quite an emotional live from Max, and I contacted him straight away, and basically asked, look, rather than close down, for obviously it was legislative rules changing in Canada that was forcing them to close down. So basically asked him if he'd be willing to sell the brand, because we all know Deathwish, we all love Deathwish as a brand, and it just, for one thing led to another, and we ended up doing a deal over the next couple of weeks, and that it was basically something out of nothing, basically how it happened. Because we had plans to launch an RDA, and then rather than launch an RDA, we thought, right, let's save this brand and let's keep the brand going.
That's good, because obviously with old school brands like that, things start to die off because of the way the market is now. So it's good to keep that kind of shit going.
Yeah.
Just make me one promise, please. In the future, don't use fucking weird shaped batteries, weird sized batteries, because they're a fucking nightmare to get hold of.
That's 20. What is that? 26650, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
2650s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 2650s. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's even rarer.
Yeah, 2650s.
Fucking
yeah, they're an
I've got two sets and they're not great.
We'll keep the next one to pencil batteries.
Yeah.
Make sure everyone's got them lying about.
What we need is a nice AA series Mac.
A stack of
Nice and
Duracells.
compact.
Yeah. Make sure you build it at 0.15, Hanky.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm on it. I took them out last night.
Yeah, we're not planning to do anything with any sort of odd size of batteries. We're going to try and keep it as universal with folk as we can.
Is there the possibility in the pipeline of a series regenesis?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
That, yeah.
Well,
Nice.
basically, to give you a little bit of an insight, what we're going to do is we're going to have a theme series every year. Well, hoping every year. This one worked out this way because we were so far behind. We were a couple of years late in bringing this one out. So it worked out that the first one was quite early on in the year. So there's going to be 4 in the series, and that'll work out that it's finishing this calendar year. So they're all planned. The man Gary there, he's designed them all, and they're all beautiful. Just waiting for prototypes on all of them. So yes, this year you will see a series.
And when
Well,
you're
staying quiet. Oh, sorry, no, carry on.
Yeah, when you're saying 4 parts, is that like include RDAs, or is it just the mods, 4 different types of mods?
4 different kinds of mods.
Right.
There is an ad hoc planned. It's just something that we're going to try because it's not Deathwishy, shall we say. It's not something Deathwish has done in the past, so we are going to try that, but that's not going to be part of the series. That's going to be separate to the series. So yeah, the idea was we've launched whether we've done it right or wrong, only time will tell. We've launched the first one as a kit. So basically then only yesterday we launched the RDAs on their own, because not everyone uses a mech, etc. So we launched the RDA on its own, and that's the only one that there's going to be this year on the RDA. So the next are just going to be mods only.
I would say if you're not a Met user and you want a nice 28mm RDA, it's good. Airflow is super smooth.
I've heard that about that.
Really, really smooth.
Yeah.
Really
I might pick one of those RDAs up.
I would highly
Swamp Green, mate. Swamp Green. It's my favourite.
Yeah,
I'm going to go for Greenie just because Gary said it.
I don't have a. Oh, actually, is it similar to the Saga Green?
I think it's going to be a wee bit different, isn't it?
It wouldn't look horrendous on there, though, would it?
Not a million miles away.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah. Halo green, mate. Halo green.
And
I'd
the
say
green,
it's a nicer green than the Saga, to be honest. Having
Yeah, the
built it.
Saga's a bit light, isn't it?
I think the green itself, we found it very difficult to actually take pictures. The pictures don't do it justice. The lighting depends on your lighting. It can look really light and almost metallic-y, would you say, Matt? Under the right light?
Yeah.
Like
It
right
looks-
now,
it-
obviously, with
It
low
is
light,
so much
it's
better in the
darker.
hand than the pictures. So much better in the hand than the
Yeah.
pictures. It's
Yeah,
a really
hard
nice.
to get nice photos of it.
It's a really nice green.
Yeah.
I'd like a
People
dual
really
battery
like
version.
Oh, people love in the purple and black as well, more than I thought they would. Like I knew we knew people would like it. But people, the
Purple's a
purple and
popular
black's been-
colour. Purple's
Yeah,
a
it's
popular
been
colour.
it's been super popular. Yeah.
It was probably the most popular colour with the stubbies.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, we
That's
sold
a nice
those.
purple as well.
I think Pink Panther in the 18650 was obviously limited. That was like
Yeah.
gold dust at one point. But yeah,
They were all bloody gold dust at one point.
yeah.
The stubby
Well,
colours were all
I ended
really
up
nice.
with my stubby through you, Ams. Because I
Yeah.
was looking for one, and all of them had sold out apart from black. And you messaged me and said, I might have a cancelled order on a grey one. Then you shoved it on the site for me. So I could bag it. Which is now with Nebs, funnily enough.
What's that?
The stubby.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got that stubby.
Yeah, you like them, didn't you?
Do, yeah.
I don't mind it. I've kind of gone off the whole Borough thing a bit.
Question for you guys as borrow users: 18650 or 21s?
21.
21s.
21.
18650.
If I didn't have two 18650 stubbies, I'd have definitely got the 21700 one. But I can't justify getting another one.
I like 21s.
18 fits the form factor for me. It keeps it small.
You like small stuff, I don't. I like desktop stuff.
For an AIO,
After using something like this, which is one of the smallest bows you can get.
For an AIO, it needs to be small.
It does, but if you like big chunky, that's a dual 21700. So if you like that kind of thing, I'm well up for that. I like hefty.
The thing with the AIO though, it's the whole idea of it is it's pocketable, it's compact, it's the form factor.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, most Borough bridges, they're a small little chamber. The airflow's not massively wide open, so you're not going to be running it at 50 watts or whatever. You're running at 20 to 30 watts usually. So it just kind of, it doesn't really. There's no necessity.
Yeah,
That's
but
the word. Necessity.
but there is, because you're getting more out of it. You get
yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't take that out on a night with me. Do you know what I mean? I like dual battery mods, so if I'm going out on the piss, it would be the smallest dual 18650 I've got.
And what are you taking out to the Chinese tomorrow, Pugs?
I'm not going to any fucking takeaway for a while, mate. I'll tell you.
Gonna have the fish.
No.
I think if someone's releasing a board device, whatever size they go for, there's going to be a group of people that are going to go, you should have went the other size. So if they release an 18650, they'll be saying, why didn't you release 2700? And you can flip that as well, the same thing.
Matt correctly said a couple of weeks ago, AIOs are supposed to be small and compact. That's what they're for.
Yeah.
So they should be 18650.
And the Boro devices originally, the original high end stuff.
And the Boro, yeah.
Because the Boro stuff was originally high end. It wasn't the mass market stuff.
Well, most high end stuff is single.
Yeah, the majority was 18650, but the majority was mouth to lung. It wasn't the majority. Matt will agree with me, I'm sure. Most of it was mouth to lung when it was originally made.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. The
so
18650
fitted that, you know.
But I mean, 18650 is. I mean, to be fair, I had the BMM 38, which was a 21700, but for a 21700, it was really compact.
Well, they're going to get the airflows. Oh, sorry, mate.
It wasn't necessary. Just don't need it.
Especially what is you running at, probably.
I mean, I'm usually running about a 0.6, 0.7 ohm coil at about 25 watts.
Yeah, so
restricted direct lung. There's no need for a 21. 18650 lasts bulk of a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I was
21 lasts longer.
Sorry, I wasn't asking for Deathwish, by the way, before anyone tries to join the dots. I was actually
Deathwish are releasing a Bora mod next week.
I was actually asking based on sales, because obviously we said the stubbies were amazing. Even we done really well with the Cthulhu. And obviously they brought out the Stubby 21, and they brought out the Haster, which has their own proprietary chip and a DNA version. And they've not done that well, which is why I asked the question.
If it was released as a 21700 to begin with, it would have done a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was you said it. You've got two 18650, so you can't justify a 21.
I've got two 18650 stubbies, and I've got no desire to get a 21.
Yeah, but I think folk would find it more difficult to justify, even if they really fucking want it, because they've already got a couple of the originals and a couple of really nice colors or whatever. Yeah. So they're probably less likely to punt it again.
But if I didn't have one, and I was getting one, I would get the 21.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah.
It's the order in which it was released. So.
Yeah, like I say, it was just based on sales. I was just curious, because you guys seem to be right into it.
Yeah, if
I would
struggling to sell them, just packages them with the handbags that you can put them in.
I would very much love a dual 21700 stack Deathwish. Very much.
I'd just like two of Gary stack. That's all right.
Give me security for Expo. I'm not safe anymore. Or I just lean into it. Fuck it.
Hanky, he's wearing a kilt as well.
I am.
Well, you said earlier that you were planning on doing something, but it's not Deathwish, so you weren't sure.
Yes, sir.
How much is that attraction to do that? You know, you have to keep on that line, but at the same time, you don't want to.
Yeah, well, it's difficult treading it into it, because you want to do things that people know and love, but you don't only want to do things that people know and love, because sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes you try something, people love it.
Yeah.
So we don't want to get too sort of railroaded and just doing exactly what's been done before. But we do sort of get that we can't bring out Deathwish disposables, as an example. That's fucking daft. Do you know what I mean? So we do understand that there are sort of limitations, but we want to play around a little. Want to have a little bit of fun.
We've got them. Death Sticks.
Yeah, Death Sticks. Good name for them as well, but you just can't.
No. Do you know what it is? It's basically, we all know the mic market isn't what it was 3, maybe 5 years ago.
Very niche.
It's very niche now. I think America had a big part to play in it with what happened in America. A lot of the big boys from America, Rogue, call them, even Urge to a degree, they've not launched anything. Then you also have your, who was the other one?
Well, there's enough.
No.
What can you do extra that's different?
In a mech?
It's all been done. It's, there's enough stuff out there to warrant the size of the market.
Yeah, of course. But the market was a lot bigger before.
It was.
Prior to the America banning everything. Yeah. And all these mainstream companies, shall we call them, closing down. Now it seems to be more a hobbyist. If you look at mainstream right now, it'll probably be us, Suicide Modz or Vapor's Cloud, whenever they bring out a mech. Yeah. I can't really think of many else. Purge is still around, I believe.
You don't see much of it over here now, because it used to be all through pretty much Superior Vapor.
They just had a massive...
they had a massive Black Friday sale.
Was it Black Friday? Yeah, I remember seeing
Black Friday. They were knocking out all the Purge stuff at 50 quid.
Yeah.
And it's killed the market, because no one's buying it on the second-hand market, because everyone's going, 150 quid for this. Well, sorry.
It was 50 quid last week.
They were 50 quid a few months ago, but they go, well, I paid 200 for it.
Don't give a fuck.
It weren't like that anymore.
Yeah,
so I think that's pretty much it for Purge over here. Other than that, there's not much around.
No, like I say, it's just hobbyists mainly. Like your Method Mods and all them are still kicking about.
Well, that side of the market now is probably not even 5% of the market.
Probably not. No.
Probably
it's all disposables. 95% is probably disposables now.
Yeah.
On your Regenesis, how has the sales gone since it's been rebirthed, since you brought it out?
We've more or less sold out. I think I've got a wholesale order going out to America on Tuesday, and I think I'm down to maybe 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, so you think they've done really, really well then?
They've done well for us, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, we don't. Deathwish as a brand has never ever been mass produced. Looking at the historic figures, I think some mods were 500, some mods were 600, 1,000 seemed to be the maximum. So we've only done a batch of 1,000, not because we thought we could do it. It was more the factory telling us that the minimum order was 1,000, based on the design, because of the complexity of the design. It's made out of a single billet, so they wanted to do 1,000 to keep the cost down, shall we say? Because
the internals aren't particularly simple either, are they? There's quite a bit going on with the switch mechanism and the contact plates.
Yeah.
Because I have taken it to bits.
What are the contacts made of?
They're copper, heat treated copper, then gold plated.
Yeah, they're plated. Yeah.
Right.
Just to minimise oxidisation, or stop the oxidisation, shall we say?
I've got one bugbear with it. One small bugbear with the mod. Flathead screws.
Flathead screws.
Flathead screws, and the same with the RDA. Flathead screws. I fucking hate flathead.
That's so subjective.
You prefer torque?
Torques.
I like them. I like flatheads.
Torques or Phillips.
I like flatheads.
Yeah, we've had. This is one of them where it's a 50-50, I think, or maybe not. I don't know what the split is, but we've had folk wanting torque and folk happy they're flat.
Yeah, I like flatheads. It's old school.
I think I prefer flats, myself.
What is it? What's a flathead? Can you help me?
Circle with a line through it.
Oh, I've got a cross one. Is that a flathead?
It's a Phillips. You fucking.
No, you're looking for the negative, not the positive, mate. The plus, not the negative.
Right, I'm doing something right then. I've got to ask.
Mine's lefty loosey, righty tighty as well.
Right.
Letting him loose with the series box. Why?
They don't tend to strip as easy as anything else.
Yeah, that's especially on the posts on the RDA. That was one of the reasons we still stuck with the flatheads.
Yeah.
Why
does no one use Torques?
Yeah, we've not got a good reason against it. We didn't have To
be fair, how many little tiny Torque scrub screws do you see?
Because not everybody's got many drivers. That's why.
No, but some of us buy fancy wearer toolkits that have got them in.
I've got nothing to use with
it. If I don't fix mobile phones, I've got no use for them.
Yeah. They're good though, because they don't strip.
This live is sponsored by Weira.
Yeah.
To be fair, the flatheads in those kits are toffee.
I don't even know where my kit is.
They're not very good. They bend.
I put it somewhere safe.
They do bend. No, that is my one and only gripe with it is the flathead screws, and that's
you're literally the only person on this panel that thinks so.
Other than that, the mod is incredibly comfortable and a hell of a lot lighter.
I like the peaks. I like the way those peaks come out of the hand, the way it sits on your finger, like Grim was saying yesterday.
It's also smaller than I thought.
That was a good part of the delay, was getting that to feel kind of nice in the hand. We went through a few iterations. Yeah, and we have a couple customers who've got bear pots, like proper sausage hands. So we had to get them in, grabbing the prototypes to see if they. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, see if it's sat.
I can't do all fingers in the gap.
Does the pinky sit kind of nice underneath? That was the idea.
Underneath.
Yeah, everyone sort of sits with their phone like that without really thinking about it. So we thought your pinky might slip under there.
Yeah, that's a good idea, that, because that's what I do with my mobile when I'm holding it, and I got a big dent in my finger, like holding it. But
it was almost.
What do you do with your other hand?
No, I'm just saying. So if you hear pinky or whitey tighty in your ear, I'm taking all this down, Gary.
Here, that's actually a good point. Can I see both your hands at all times? Up on the desk, mate. Treat this like a traffic stop.
Never happens. None of us have ever seen it.
No.
Fucking hell, again.
You see a couple fake hands on the desk.
Lynn Smith agrees with me. Hex for me, with flathead, they slip off too easy. Yes. And when you're trying to rebuild after a few beers.
Yeah, Hex are great until they round, and then that's it. It's game over.
They don't round if you use the right tool, mate.
Yeah, you don't. That people don't. That's the problem.
In fairness, Lynn Smith's about 90 years old, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, he looks younger than you, John.
Yeah, he does.
The curtains are older than that. Those curtains are about 110 years old. So he's doing well.
Lads, do you do a juice line, or are you planning on doing like a Vaporony juice line, or no?
Hey, we've got a Vaporony one. Sorry, I'm just moving. I've got glare. Give me 2 seconds. I just went and got the first ever prototype from the drawer.
Oh, very good.
That was the first ever prototype.
Please don't take the mickey out of Lynn's curtains. There's nothing wrong with them.
Was that got a?
There's nothing
That
wrong
got a
with
battery
them.
door on the
Yeah,
bottom.
just for anyone who doesn't know,
Yeah,
they are
it was,
actually
yeah.
Lynn's curtains. There you go.
It was.
Yeah, battery door on the bottom, and the rest of the internals weren't great. But let's not talk about that.
The rest of the internals
I think
were.
the front door's a good idea. I think that works.
Yeah.
That works well.
I think we managed to get it. Obviously, we're biased, so but we're trying to be obviously honest. I think we've got it right with the magnets and the fitment.
Live review.
Yeah, don't move.
Yeah. So there was a few prototypes. We just wanted to make sure everything was perfect before obviously we launched. So this was the early one, and I'm not going to take it apart, but it was like a 12-piece jigsaw inside for all your contacts.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
So yeah, we had big problems with
Flip
it.
doors have always got that. Is it how long is it going to last as well?
Yeah.
The whole idea of a mech is it always works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want everything to feel like it sort of chunk, has big like
A mech is never
chunky
gonna.
movements.
A mech's never going to fail as long as you maintain it.
Yeah.
If you've got something
Always
like
gonna
a
be
flip
there.
battery door on the bottom, then you've got the chance that's going to fail. Whereas
Yeah.
that, it's not going to fail.
yeah. There was a couple of reasons, Matt, to move the door. A, these doors are flimsy in general after wear and tear. And then secondly, it was very difficult to take out for maintenance. You've stripped yours, so you know how long did that realistically take you? 5 minutes, max?
5 minutes, yeah.
So
I
that was
didn't need to strip. I only stripped it because I was curious.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You only
Yeah,
did it
that's
that way,
I want to take this apart and have a look at it.
Yeah. But that was another reason. We just wanted to make it as, it's not user friendly, but as easy to maintain as we could possibly make it. Obviously, cleaning your mechs, cleaning your contacts is very important. So yeah, there was a lot of elements in the design changes to get to where we were. Going back to the question there, yes, we are working on a juice line. We were hoping to launch that basically at Expo, but I don't think that's going to happen. But we are hoping to launch a new device at the Expo.
That's dangerous for our wallets.
You mean a Deathwish juice line?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we already have a Vaporony juice line. We've got
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
does the mod you're releasing on Expo involve 2 batteries?
No,
Ah, fuck.
Bastards.
that's not the same.
There's not enough dual battery stuff coming out. Fix it.
We will. What's the timeline on that? 2 seconds. Let me work out the calendar.
Here, you'll notice when they ask about what's upcoming and what's getting released, I just shut my hole. I'm going to let you do that.
Is that so that you don't get a bollocking?
I'm
don't
not
get
getting the
trouble,
blame.
you shouldn't.
I'm a dipshit, mate. Let's let Big Man do that sort of talking. And do that.
You should be more like me and just get drunk and just let it all fucking out every
Yeah.
single time I go online.
Yeah, just ask.
Well, it
ask
sounds
North
like
Pole.
Sounds like Hanky's going to give me a fizzy orange juice. And you're going to
Right,
find everything.
right. I'm just going to ask Gary, with your
Yes.
with your working alongside with Big Man there, Ams. What
Uh-huh.
have you been there right from the beginning with Deathwish? Were you with Deathwish before?
I've been right with the beginning from Deathwish when we took it over. I wasn't involved with the company before. I was involved with Vaporony for, I don't know how long before Deathwish. Ams 2 years. How long was it?
Couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple. I'd been involved a couple of years, and then we were all sort of there as we got Deathwish and got things going.
I'd like to say Gary is a creative genius. Honestly, he's an evil mind.
Everything you've been doing has put Vaporony slap bang on the map, especially over the last year.
With the borrows.
Just all of it. I mean, I think although I was aware of you, a year ago. It's everything you've done since that's really your name's everywhere.
Yeah, I've really noticed that for the last year.
You've got juice lines that nobody else has got. You've got Delicious, you've got the Franken-Atticus. You cannot get that shit anywhere else.
Oh, that's all big, man. Boy's a bloodhound.
Do you know what it is? We always started off with that intention. When we first opened, we had a lot of we had it's not the Rockford project. There was one that had honey creme. It was Rockford something from America.
Oh Christ!
They only made 2. Peter Rock.
Oh, he's the one that did that reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we had
small batch, really small batch.
Yeah. We started off with all these, but then with the changes in America and shipping and everything, it just got astronomical. And vaping in the UK, on the flip side, got cheaper. We also had like stuff like Dead Man's Hand, which
the liquids
hands.
Sorry,
Dead Man's Hand's liquids.
The elixirs.
The elixirs. That was like, by the time you put in the shipping and the customs and everything, it was £25 for a 50ml.
Well, I think the first time I bought the Pete Rock Reserve, which was a very long time ago, it's when you had to put your name on a list to get it.
Right. Okay.
And I think I ended up paying about £34 for a 30ml.
Pete Rock or Philip Rock?
Pete Rock.
Gary.
I mean, bear in mind, we all remember a time, if we've been around long enough, we all remember a time where 30ml was 15 quid in general.
Well, it's 25. Mother's milk was 25 quid.
Yeah. For a fairly generic 30ml was 15 quid. You wanted anything premium.
American liquids were 25 quid for 30ml-ish.
Remember when Ruthless first came over here? How expensive was Ruthless?
Yeah.
I remember walking into the shop and buying 15ml of Cosmic Fog in a glass dripper bottle and paying 20 quid for it.
Yeah, 100%.
What's the Dead Man's Hand elixir that's like the extra mature barreled one?
Special Reserve, 90 days.
Yeah, what did that work out as? That was coming out as something even wilder.
Yeah. So yeah, we always started with all these, and then just with the changes, and I think the market changed because in the UK vaping got cheaper. So basically, we moved away from it, but we want to be that little bit different. Everyone stocks your, shall we call it, your Pucka juices, your doozies.
Everyone calls it shit. That's what they call it, shit.
I think you found a good balance though, because you've got the hard to get, more expensive shit.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you can also buy your everyday juices.
Yeah.
You can buy your everyday gear.
Yeah.
So you've got that balance. You might have someone in that is coming on to buy, I don't know, a Geek Vape or something like that, something a bit more run of the mill.
Yeah.
But then might see a bottle of juice and go, oh, it's a bit dear, but I like the sound of that. I'll have a bottle of that.
They've cornered the hobby.
So it's kind of finding the balance and bringing people to sort of
that's what we're trying to do. Like,
Philip Rock, sorry, you're right.
What I've been conscious of recently has been obviously, the rise in energy prices, rise in cost of living. So I've actually concentrated on bringing cheaper juice in, just because the disposable income people have got for these habits or hobbies, you should be able to make it affordable and still get good quality, or a reasonable quality, shall we say. And then obviously you've got the other flip side of the market, which is your imports. Like, for example, I've got Franken-Atticus coming in the next few weeks, and I'm having to pay something like £1,200 shipping.
Fucking hell.
So this is why I stopped originally. Just the shipping is astronomical. And then on top of that, you're going to have customs, which is going to be astronomical as well. So yeah, that's why you've seen a massive decline in imported juice, shall we call it.
Yeah.
That's why you see all these poor buggers going out of business. It's impossible to do business, like shipping stuff at that cost. It's mental.
Yeah.
It's like
the Cloud9 cotton. That stuff's expensive because it's shipped from Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In tins. Like when Vapor Bay first got it, they were talking about, they asked them to put it in the pouches. like you get with cotton bacon, because it's cheaper to ship it.
Yeah.
Less bulk,
Sliver got it
less
right.
weight, but they wouldn't do it, so it had to come in the tins.
Yeah. We got that
it's not
cotton
cheap.
candy. We got that cotton candy, and it comes in the cardboard box. It used to come in the cardboard tubs, like Fusion or Fuzz. Yeah. And they changed it into the bags for that same reason, for shipping.
It makes sense.
I do what Sliver do. I mean, you get the tin, but you can get the refills.
Yeah.
So Sliver's the best cotton on the market at the minute.
Yeah, it's really good. We had samples of that.
Still not tried that, I've got to admit. I'm stuck on Fuzz.
I've just bought a shit ton of it because it is the best cotton I've ever used.
The new one that everyone's ranting and raving about is that Cotton 2.
What's that?
Heard of that one?
Yeah.
Made by who?
I don't know. I've got it in as well. I should know this.
Made by Deathwish.
No. What do you call it? I can't remember who makes it. That's annoying me now.
Is it on your shop?
You know RJ from Wick?
I can't remember either.
No.
RJ from Wick? Anyone?
No.
The Wick Bridges?
Oh, Wick, yeah.
Yeah,
RJ.
Yeah. They're pushing that, and they put out with the testers of the remix, and they're all saying it's really banging.
Cotton 2. Say it now.
Yeah.
Might have to try a bit of that.
$6.99.
It's the same price as
I need some of that luscious. Is it the white chocolate?
The white chocolate raspberry cheesecake.
Yeah.
I really fancy trying that, and I need one of those fancy drip tips that matches this.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
Matt, give me a shout on Tuesday, because I'll forget by Tuesday. Give me a shout and we'll sort it all out.
Cool, nice one, mate. Yeah, I need to get me one of them. I meant to order one with the mod.
To be honest,
the metal ones are really nice.
I want the acrylic Nick's Tips one.
Yeah.
Black and green.
That's good work.
It just finishes it off nicely.
Yeah.
I should have sent you that originally, actually.
Yeah, it's got to be done. Got to be done.
Yeah.
I'll try some of that cotton too.
I'm a sucker for a good tip.
Looking at your website, the only negative I can really see is you haven't got a lot of handmade coils on your website.
Well, specifically Irish ones.
Is there any you recommend?
Well, it's funny you should ask that, Ams.
There's some Chinese company, I can't remember what they're called.
Coilology.
That's right, yeah. Well, I can vouch. I've had a couple of John's coils and they're going absolutely super.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Not just saying it. They really are the best handmade coils that I've had, and I'm not just saying it. I'm a simple man and I like cotton bacon, and that works just fine in one of John's coils.
Yeah.
And I assume the coils have a comprehensive range. I assume you go Boro all the way up to real nice direct
I presume
long
we
coil.
have 17 different variations, and we cover
Of
Boro
course.
and series and
In
Mountain
there
on.
is a custom set that John did for me. Some
Thanks for
4.5 mil,
I got you.
4.5 mil staggered fused Claptons, and they are.
Oh yeah, as
gorgeous.
Matt was saying, we also do
Phenomenal.
custom variations, obviously, as well. Yeah.
Pugs, are you using this cotton? Pugs?
No, I've got a bag of that cotton, and it's been in my drawer for about 5 years.
Yeah, that's unopened.
They're angry little bastards.
It's not good. It's not great. It's got a horrible taste to it.
That'll be well steeped now, Hanky.
Yeah.
Angry.
Yeah, actually, it's bring that from yonks.
I'm doing what I always do when somebody's on the show. I end up on their fucking side spending money.
You
Like
know
that.
what's the best? The best
Economy.
cotton, and Pugs will probably testify to this. The best cotton I've ever used, and I've only used it the last couple of weeks, is this stuff.
It's not. I can't get on with it.
I fucking love it.
Raylon.
No,
It's
old school.
Australian shit. Yeah.
It's proper old school. I mean, he sells a shit ton of it.
Yeah.
I've tried it. It doesn't work for me. I can't.
I shouldn't be saying that because I sell cotton bacon on the website. Cotton bacon is also very good. It's also excellent. Cotton. Yeah.
I was waiting for him.
You're doing so well there as well, mate.
Fuck.
Ams, did you ever get that sticky toffee pudding that you were chasing?
Mind me? Sorry.
It was
No. Yeah, sorry. My memory's really bad. Padstow blends.
Yeah, me and you had a chat on the phone about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And you're asking
No.
him to remember it. And it was 2-3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago. But it's because I've had a similar chase, and it's hard to get the sticky toffee right.
Yeah, do you know what it was? Padstow Blend's done a really, really good one, and we had a massive customer base for them. And then COVID hit, and I think it was just too much for them to bear. And I asked them for the recipe. I asked to buy the recipe, but he wanted to sell the full catalogue, which was like 27 flavours. And I was only interested in the one.
Yeah.
And then I think he had a deal, and that fell through. And then I know who makes it for him, but that's just sneaky, and that's not the way I do business.
Yeah.
So yeah, we couldn't do that, and sadly he's just fallen off the radar. Lovely guy as well, Matt.
So they're still producing, they're just gone.
They've gone completely. Padstow Blends as a brand have gone, and it was his recipe. But I know who made the juice for him.
Yeah.
Who has the recipe for him? But it's obviously his recipe. But again, it's something that I wouldn't even approach, because there's a right way and a wrong way to do things in life, and that's the wrong way.
Yeah, I agree with you, 100%.
Shame as well. Folk love that sticky toffee pudding.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Question from Mike Haynes in chat. How long did it take to design the Regenesis, and where was it manufactured?
It was manufactured in China. That's never been hidden. The same factory that it's always been manufactured with Deathwish. And the design, as in the shape, or
a while.
The shape.
Gary's laughing. It's been a long while.
Is the design time one for Gary to answer? And
oh no, with this one, it was at the beginning. We were all you sort of know what you're doing, but it's a different thing being on that end of things. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone's got, when you're looking at hardware, you're like, no, do this and do that, and obviously you just have this, and then as soon as you get to the making side of it, it becomes, oh Christ, it becomes like there's a lot more to it than you think.
Yeah, the logistics.
Yeah, you suddenly are like, oh Christ, okay.
Was it always designed, because essentially it's kind of a tube mod, but reimagined into kind of a box mod? Was that always the idea, or was it initially the idea to be a tube, or was it going to be a box?
To be honest, we did not want to do a tube, so that was never the idea. We didn't want to do a tube because if you look historically at Deathwish, it's been done to death. No pun intended either. You know, there's been so many different tubes there. So we wanted to be different. We also knew that we had to think outside the box. So it couldn't be a tube, couldn't be a standard box. So we just wanted to do something a bit different, to be honest. But also be true to the brand. And I know obviously this has completely never been done thingy, but if you look at like these, they've been done by Deathwish before. Maybe not as protruding. If you look at the Samurai and what's the other one? Gary, help me. My memory's really bad. The other dual battery one? The DNA?
Give me a second.
Anyway, regardless, basically these were already they were part of it, but not as protruding. So we've taken stylistic cues from what was previously done, but then we've just put it in our own vision. And this is something different. Sure. It fits nice in the hand. And a side fire. Deathwish had never released a side fire before.
In fairness to you, if there was no branding at all, and if there was no fucking cosmetics on it at all, and you just seen the mod clean, you'd definitely guess that it was a Deathwish Modz product. Like these are definitely staying true to the old stuff as well. Even though these are innovating a bit, it's obvious that it's a Deathwish.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. We didn't want to beat the same sort of thing to death. That's what we were saying earlier. You want to stay like what people are comfortable with, but you don't want to do the same.
Yeah. You
So
don't want to
it's not to
fuck
say
you
there's
don't want to
never-
fuck over the old customer
Ah.
base either. You know.
Yeah. But it's not to say there'll never be a tube, but we didn't want to start with a tube because then it's just the same sort of thing that people were, a little bit of change.
It's a funny one because it essentially kind of, with the mechanical section of the mod, it's kind of like a side-fire tube with a different shape.
100%. I agree. I see where you're coming from.
But
it's all about the pinky.
It's
what we were saying before. It's hard to do anything totally new.
That's completely changed it. Completely changed it. It's turned it into essentially a box mod.
It's kind of in between both, isn't it? I understand where you're coming from. It's a tube mod and it's a tube. It's a tube and a box all in one.
It's trying to do something a bit different in the framework that everyone's kind of done to death. Trying to make it something a little,
It's different. Well, nobody, as far as I'm aware, nobody has done that before.
I can't believe you got a NATO mech on your site for $24.99.
Yeah, I picked them up recently, actually. Picked them up for a good price. So
because they've got the nice ball bearing switch.
Yeah, again, something they done that was really different, wasn't
And
it?
it's 21,700.
Yeah.
$24.99. And I might just.
Pugs, you're talking yourself into a purchase there.
I've literally just put it in the cart.
Yeah, don't fight it.
Pugs has a history of just buying shit live.
To be fair, when I buy my tip and juice next week, I'll be buying one of those as well.
Yeah.
Gary, are you for sale?
Absolutely. Well, it depends, actually. I was about to say no, but I guess everyone's got a price, mate. What you got?
Yeah, do you know everybody goes on about free shit in that?
Everyone goes on about what, sorry?
Free shit.
Uh-huh.
Are you free at Expo at any time?
You have to earn it.
I'll earn it, Gary. Don't you worry. Hands!
Gary, you're looking increasingly scared as time goes by.
Hands, Gary!
Listen, I started scared, but it's now just an acceptance is washing over me.
Gary's
this is my life now.
It's gonna happen.
Gary's thanking the Lord that they have 2 fucking boots at Expo, and he can hide in one of them.
I can dart between them. Yeah.
I'll look over the top and find you. I'm 6'5".
I already know Answer sent you one of my t-shirts, so you've already got my scent. So there's no point in trying to hide for you.
Can you send me a pillowcase?
You're fucked now, Gary. You're fucked.
Oh Christ.
Yeah. I'll make my own t-shirts up at every expo I go to, all different all the time. So just watch this one, all right?
Okay. For fuck's sake.
I can't wait. My heart's beating like a hammer.
The good thing is you'll hopefully be easy to spot.
No, it won't be easy to spot.
You won't miss Hanky. You won't miss Hanky. Right, we're coming to the question time. We're random, very random questions. We've done these questions since the episode 1, so we're going to continue to ask. Who do we ask first? We'll ask Gary first. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
This morning I had poached eggs and bacon.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Poached egg and
I'll go to breakfast if I can.
This morning was sweet corn and toast. Simple.
Sweet corn and toast.
Sweet corn and toast, did you
That's
say?
a bit unusual.
Yeah.
Just like a tin of sweet corn?
Not a full tin.
Or like cobbed?
No.
You're a wild boy. All right, okay.
Okay, right. Yeah, that's an unusual one.
I've known you for years. How have I never known that's your breakfast?
He said it very flippant, as if it was a normal thing to have for breakfast.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that before.
No, I guess I can understand creamed corn.
Yeah.
On toast.
I bet you didn't think you'd have this conversation when you come onto the show.
No. I'm just wondering how you keep them all on the toast, because they kind of go everywhere.
No. I suppose I can't even explain it, right? So being Asian, right?
Don't use the Asian card like that explains away how weird this is. You don't get to do that.
Okay, let's do a survey then, right? Let's do a survey. Okay. When you're eating an Indian, apart from eating fish...
Don't eat fish.
Apart from eating fish, right? When you have an Indian and you have a naan and your curry, what do you do with your naan?
Dip it.
Yeah, that's wrong.
No, I always get the naan, put a bit of curry on it and eat it, then a bit more.
I make a little like a little mini taco type of thing.
I always put meat in it and then eat it with the meat in it.
Yeah, but I always have a cheese tikka, so there's already meat in it.
Yeah, keema. Like keema.
No, cheese tikka. That is the way forward.
No, that
cheese tikka.
Cheese tikka naan, yeah.
When I
in and
originally looked at these questions, I thought to myself, these aren't going to work. But you always get the weirdest fucking answers. And then weirdest follow-up conversations afterwards.
Yeah. So
right,
basically,
next. Oh, go on, sorry, go on,
on toast.
Explain,
Right.
explain.
So the traditional way is you get your bit of naan bread, right, and you almost like grab your curry with it. Like, so say you've got a bit of chicken or a bit of lamb or a bit of beef in
Like
it.
chapati style, where you have a little pinch.
Almost like you're pinching it with the naan.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
a
how
little
you eat
sandwich.
it. That's how we eat it. That's the traditional way of eating it, right? So going back to my sweet corn, that's how I eat sweet corn with bread.
So you get the
That
bread
was-
and you pinch the sweet corn with the bread.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying that would be horrible. I think that'd probably be quite nice.
Right, tomorrow, boys.
Oh, listen, I like bread. I like sweet corn. It's unexpected breakfast is all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Next
can't believe-
The
question.
thing is, we're all actually going to try it.
Yeah, I'll
try it
try that.
tomorrow, let
And
me
we're all
know.
probably going to get in a really fucking massive mess.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's going to be sweet corn all over the table.
There's a technique to it, I'm sure. Ams, isn't there? Next question for Gary is, what's your screensaver on your phone, and show us.
Oh, I'm on my phone just now, but it's my little boy.
Bollocks.
I'm sorry, it's my little boy, mate. It's my little boy
the
smiling,
two of
it's
you
nothing
are on the
exciting.
phone. He's fuck.
Yeah, we're
that's
running
not going to
low
work.
tech right now.
Fucking amateurs.
No, my phone, my other phone's busted, but it's just my little boy.
All right.
Nothing exciting, mate. Yeah,
Yeah, mine's my kids as well. So
yeah.
Mine's Gary tomorrow.
Yay!
I'll split it. I'll make you the home screen. He can be the screensaver. There you go.
You know when you're eating your breakfast, Gary. You got a knife and a fork, yeah.
Uh-huh.
With the action with your knife and fork, show me the action from here to here.
Absolutely not.
Just
Your green
like
screen-
later on.
I've seen you working with a green screen behind
There's
you. I don't trust
a
it.
very good chance HankyPanky is screen recording this, so he'll do God knows what to that image.
No, you seem a real good laugh, Gary, and I bet you two have a good laugh together as well, because I know Ams is a good laugh as well.
Yeah, Am's a maniac, so it's good fun. It's good fun,
Yeah.
mate.
He's
Well,
not allowed
at
to be.
Expo as well.
He's not allowed to be your bodyguard at Expo.
Oh no, I'm only coming on Sunday. So you've got your way with him Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
You're gonna come back to a shattered man.
Ams,
if
Gary,
you're only
you,
coming up on Sunday, that means I'm going to have to pop over hungover on Sunday morning to say hello.
you might think
I was
Hanky's
going to go
joking,
home Sunday morning with a hangover, but I'm going to
Do you
have
know
to
what it is?
pay a visit
It's,
now.
You
I was
might
planning
think
on being
Hanky's
there all
joking, but
weekend.
he will sniff you. That's a guarantee.
Well, I think I smell pretty good. Let him have a sniff.
I was planning on being there all weekend, but it's my little one's first dance show, so I can't miss that.
Oh,
No,
Miss enough of
No.
her life anyway, so
You
let's
gotta do
not
it.
miss that.
Gotta do
But Gary's there, so Hanky, you've got your way with him. Do you want me to text you his room number and everything?
please, yeah.
Listen, you're gonna be shocked when I turn this on you.
All right,
When the
you
hunter
turn it
becomes
on
the
me.
hunted.
You turn it on me. As long as you're not going to hit me with it as you swing around, I'm all right.
Right,
don't-
I'll correct you with it.
two more questions to go.
Hanky's in a kilt, right?
Two more. Second last
Hanky's
question,
in-
Gary.
Sorry, can I just finish this with Hanky?
Go on.
Hanky,
No, I'm all right. Moving on. I'm all right. You know.
Hanky, he's in a kilt and he's a Scotsman, so you should be wearing boxers or anything for you, mate.
Oh, good.
Ready to rock.
Listen,
Oh,
Gary, who is your favourite person from your town/city?
who's my favourite person from my town/city? There's a robot guy on Princess Street that's my hero.
Right.
He lives around the corner, and he's like he must be like 65, and he's been on the same little set of silver boot silhouette prints on Princess Street, just doing the robot for decades. He's the boy. He's a hero. I like that guy.
That's fair enough. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Ams,
Yeah.
what about yourself?
Mine's is Gaza from Newcastle.
Oh,
Gaza. Fuck. Are you a Newcastle fan?
I'm a Geordie.
Ah.
I was born in Newcastle.
Very
He's
good.
a Raoul
I thought
Moat.
the accent would have gave it away.
Right, last question. Gary, which celebrity would you love to fight?
Oh, and I'll have to fight.
Yeah.
Does anyone see the fight?
It's totally up to you and your imagination.
The only reason I ask is because I don't want to pick someone that fucks me up. If I'm going to pick someone that's actually a challenge, otherwise I'm just going to go for someone that I can steamroll. If no one sees, I'll have a go at Hugh Jackman. I think he's old enough that fucking up Wolverine would feel good.
It would do a lot for your reputation, let me tell you.
It definitely would,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I fear you would get stoved in.
Which is why I'm asking if it's getting recorded. Because I'll give it a punt if no one needs to see me getting shit kicked out by Wolverine. If I can do it private and then just lick my wounds.
But to be fair, at least if you've had the shit kicked out of you by Wolverine, you can tell people you had the shit kicked out of you by Wolverine.
Yeah, that's true. He was regenerating halfway through. The black eye disappeared midway through the fight. Yeah, I'd like that. I'd go Wolverine.
Arms.
I've been thinking all that time. I've not even been listening to Gary.
It's a good rule of thumb.
Who would I fight?
There must be loads of celebrities you love to punch in the mouth.
Yeah, that you just don't fucking like.
Anthony Joshua, anyone can beat him now.
He's a joke right now, isn't he? I don't know. I'm really struggling.
If you're a Newcastle fan, maybe a Sunderland fucking ex-manager Roy Keane or somebody.
No, they're not celebrities either. Roy Keane, I love Roy Keane.
Mine's still Mo Salah. I would love to punch Mo Salah.
Yeah, Mo Salah, swat him.
Mo Farah the runner. Is that what you mean?
That's what everyone said last time.
Very brief interruption. Lynn wants to know, when will the fire buttons for the Regenesis mod be coming in?
They're on. They're live.
They're live, Lynn?
Now. Yeah, live now.
Bye.
To be honest, they are live. They're showing us sold out, probably.
I was about to say, let me see if there's any left. Give me a second.
No, Gary, I've disabled them.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, definitely.
I've disabled them for that American order. They'll be live again on Tuesday. They've been popular.
Wait, Ams, you haven't answered the question. Come on.
Oh, mate. I thought I was avoiding it.
I'm not a violent person.
I'm just a lover.
Just pick fucking Jake Paul or somebody that everybody hates.
Jake Paul would level him. You don't want to pick Jake Paul.
No, you don't have to win. You just have to fight him.
Let's go Hanky.
Rishi Sunak.
Hanky,
you're fighting Ams at Expo. There you go.
I just want to show Gary this.
Oh God, what's this?
It's me in my kilt.
Oh, are you wearing it?
He's been searching now for the last 10 minutes on his phone.
I haven't been searching for that. I searched for something else, but it's too crude. It's a helicopter picture in a video, but I won't show that.
You see the kilt flapping?
Oh, flapping! Oh, the spawn come off.
Right, we have a bonus question because I'm only after remembering we have an actual fifth question. And this is a bit more deep than the rest of them. So, Gary, tell us a time in your life that at the time was a negative, but turned out to be a positive.
Great question, that.
Very intense. I feel like I'm on Oprah. It's nuts. Right. What's something that felt like a negative at the time, but turned out to be a positive?
We're not talking about when you put the battery in the wrong way around.
Yeah. Something that felt shit at the time that turned out to actually be a good thing.
Yeah. I used to want to do law, and I didn't. I ended up sort of jacking that in at the last minute, and that didn't feel good at the time. The parents were a bit rough with it, but I would have been miserable. I have zero desire to sit in an office and litigate or look over papers. Or paperwork's my least favorite thing in the entire world, and from what I understand, that's what you do. So that felt shitty at the time, but it was a good thing. That's not for me.
You escaped a shit life.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they have a lovely time, but I'd be bored. I'd be bored of my bollocks. Yeah, I'd be so bored.
Yeah.
I'd probably end up on dark sites on the internet.
Yeah. And then you'd meet HankyPanky and go fucking.
And then we'd come. Hopefully,
don't start browsing the dark web. Hanky appears far.
As long as I get my photo next to you, I'm happy. And sorry, carry on.
Hanky runs the fucking dark web. Ams.
He is the dark web.
Same question for Ams.
Mine is a similar one. When I left university, I was in IT. I'd done IT for about 3-4 years, and when I left that to try and do another business, It failed. It was miserable. I was on my knees. 25-year-old on my knees badly.
Hanky just got really excited. By
I was
that.
just about to say.
Don't
It
say
was
on
me
your
my
knees in front of
not-
Hanky.
not
No,
Gary,
no,
not
he's too
Gary.
big for me. He'll eat me for breakfast.
But then now, obviously, we've now moved on. We've got Deathwish Modz, which is fantastic. So yeah,
It's wild to me that you were going to do IT.
I've done IT. I've done IT.
Wild.
I've done IT for about 3 years. I managed to blag it.
It's like a digital curse.
I've got a degree, Gary. I know it doesn't show. I know it doesn't show every day, but yeah.
No, listen, mate. Listen, I underestimate you.
Underestimate.
I think that question's a bit of a success, isn't it? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
good,
gets
mate.
all emotional when they start thinking about all the shit things that happen to them, and then they think about the good things.
Yeah. Most
Yeah,
people
so-
really
I've
like
got a bonus question from Hanky. I'd like to ask a couple of questions. Is that
A
okay?
bonus
that.
question.
Gary, please.
It's
'Cause
not
I'm
a boner
scared.
question. It's a bonus question.
I feel like they're going to be one and the same.
Right, this is AMS.
Oh,
AMS,
I'm scared.
come close to the cam.
No.
I want to know, where did you learn to pucker those lips like you do? I've been kissing that all night, but now Gary's here. I'm sorry, but where did you learn that? What were you doing when you puckered your lips like that?
Like what?
You on that picture that you sent me? When you
No,
go
but
like,
the frost and sugar or ice and sugar, whatever it is.
it wasn't
No,
that by
was
the look of
makeup.
it.
That was makeup.
Oh, was it? Right.
That was done by my 3-year-old.
Right, no, it's a cracking picture, that. And I've got a quick one for Gary.
Yes, mate.
Are you married?
No, I've been. I am engaged. I got a stay of execution during the pandemic. We
Right.
got engaged, and as we were planning it all, the pandemic came.
Oh, we had
No, I'm
that.
not.
Right,
I'm
I have
engaged
got.
with a
You,
baby,
you
but-
got a couple of years of freedom there.
Right,
Yeah,
Gary.
but I've got a bairn, so I'm not. You know what I mean?
Right,
I'm,
I can
I'm
be your
tagged.
bird. I can be your bird. Right, Gary. I have been married 4 times.
Uh-huh.
I've been married for 17 years now to the 4th wife, and she's gorgeous.
Gary
looks
looks
after me.
shocked. He looks shocked.
I have 8 children.
Disappointed.
and
You have 8 kids, do you really?
Yes, I do. Stacey,
You're a
Aaron,
wild
Ben,
boy.
Callie, Chloe, Ellie, Lauren, and Jack. Right, I'm just saying. And I promise you, from the heart, hands up, Gary, right,
Uh-huh.
that my 5th will be the final one.
And will it be me?
It's
You'll
like
hold
the
me
5th. It's the final frontier, the 5th one. Yeah. Wouldn't it be you,
Uh-huh,
Gary?
uh-huh.
Now, why is
It
my
could
name
be.
not on your friggin' hands?
You have to listen. You give away your affection too easy. You have to earn it with me. We're gonna...
I'll earn it. I'll earn it. Nah, absolutely brilliant having you guys on.
Yeah, it's been really good being on. It's been great, guys.
Good.
I am now scared, but it's been great.
Yeah.
Don't be
He's
scared,
probably
I'm
not going to
sorry.
Expo.
To be honest, mate, we're all scared in one way or another.
Listen, the feed will keep me sharp at Expo.
Yeah, the hypno will help. Look.
It's an exciting scare, though. It's not. It's not a nervous scare.
Is
As
Hanky
long
there?
as long as he brings an extra double-sized tube of KY, we'll all be fine.
Yeah,
Beat Pete
Ah.
and sandpaper for me, mate. I don't mess
I'm bringing
about.
a bottle like that, full of it. So beware.
Is that an old-timey medicine bottle? What is that?
No, it's just a bottle I got for my kid to do my mixing stuff in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Right, before we
Yeah.
wrap this up, are we doing an after show? And how are we
Yeah.
going to
Yes,
do this?
yes.
Why would we not?
Yes.
Of course,
Is
we
it,
are.
is it possible to do an after show link? Or
We
is
can
that
just
not
stay in
possible?
this room, can't we?
Yeah, stay near.
Yeah, just fucking someone share the link to this room.
On it.
Are
Do it,
you-
do it.
Are you joining us, Gary and Ams, for a bit?
Do it. Do it. Do
Yep,
it.
we'll do you.
We normally do an after show for. You don't have to stay for a couple of hours. But we
After
normally
show
stay
link
for a couple of
is
hours
in
after
the
the show
chat.
just to invite the people in
Just
chat
to get
and
incredibly
say hello
drunk and talk
fucking-
absolute shite.
Gary, are you
So
coming?
you flirting with Kenny again?
I'll join you guys briefly, but I've got an Easter egg hunt early tomorrow.
Right.
Right. I'm just going to get changed in a minute, all right? And I'll
Hanky
be
probably
it's
back.
has
not Easter
scared,
till
scared
Sunday.
you off, in fairness.
Okay.
To be fair, I got dragged out to an Easter trail at a National Trust site this morning.
Was it any good?
It was all right. Couple of hours killed. The kid was happy. He got a chocolate egg at the end of it.
I had to
Well,
go
I'm
and do
looking forward
garden
to it.
centres.
Garden centres. Ugh.
I dragged around garden centres
God.
with a clenched butthole.
Not
You
good.
could have,
Hanky in the centre.
It
help
was
with
not.
that
It was
fertiliser.
not. It was not. It was not. It was not fun.
Right, gentlemen,
I
I
don't
think
mind a garden centre.
we're near that time to wrap it all up. Apologies to chat and everyone in the world about my randomly bad internet, because generally it's good.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I need to find out what the fuck's going on, because that's 2 weeks out of 3 that happened. Thanks to everyone in chat for jumping in. There was like fucking over 40 constantly. It was great. Thanks obviously to Ams and Gary for coming on. If you're going to Expo, make sure you head over to both their stalls in the Home Zone. Make sure you hit the website and check out all their shit, all their juices, all their hardware, the Regenesis, the extra four things they're releasing this year in relation to Deathwish Modz. Keep an eye on the website, because they're going to be releasing stuff obviously throughout the year. And shows wise for the rest of the week, we've got the Saturday show. Obviously, the Saturday show is on the Saturday Show live web YouTube page. Make sure you head over there. Make sure you jump in at 8:30 tomorrow evening. And who's guesting tomorrow?
I believe it's yourself and Nick Devine.
Oh, it's me, yeah, and Nick Devine, one of the biggest, most well known coil builders ever. He basically taught us all how to make coils, including myself.
I would have come and joined you, but I've got a night out on the cards, so.
Go suck a dick, Matt.
And I got a date night with me Julie. So
who's your
really
Julie now?
Matt.
Fucking Gary. Yeah. So thanks to everyone. Hope everybody has a fantastic Easter and a good weekend, and everyone look after each other. And we'll all see you next week again.
Bye for me.
Pray for me.
Bye.
Good night.